Hi! Today we're going to learn how to create an ultra-realistic 3D view of your space on Zeyka. You've got a button on top, right next to the Materials button that says Visualize. I press the Visualize button. On the left-hand side, I've got all my lighting settings. I've got resolution settings, so I can choose a specific resolution for my 3D view. I can also choose between a day view and a night view. I can add all these different artificial lights to my project. You've got plane lights, sphere lights, and spotlights. As a matter of fact, I've already added some of these to my project already. That light you see in the center of the ceiling, that's a plane light I added by clicking this button. That's a sphere light I added by pressing this button right here. I can also adjust my sunlight settings. Firstly, I can choose to turn my sunlight settings on or off. If I decide to keep them on, I can play around with controls like brightness, position, angle, and temperature. On the right, you've got camera settings. I can play around with the focal depth slider to change the depth of my screen. I can toggle the height slider to adjust the height of my screen. I can even set a scene and then click this button right here called Save View, like the Save Scene functionality in SketchUp. It saves my scene so I can come back to it later. You can see that it's saved down there. When I click on any of the artificial lights I've added to my project, it automatically opens the artificial lights window. I can adjust the intensity, temperature, range, inner angle, and outer angle of every light individually. I'll start by adjusting the intensity. It's pretty simple, really. I can also adjust the temperature of the light, make the light colder or warmer by using the temperature slider here. I'm fairly happy with my scene, so I press the Visualize button on the top in the center of the screen. I turn on the RTX mode. This is where the magic happens. You might notice a bit of a lag on your system. That's because RTX uses your system's RAM and GPU to create an ultra-realistic 3D view for you. It's totally normal to experience some amount of lag. It takes a couple of seconds to work its magic. I'm going to go ahead and click this button called Save Snapshot. As soon as I click it, Zeyka gives me feedback that it's generating the snapshot. What's amazing is how the software takes less than 10 seconds to generate a 3D view. I press download and it instantly saves the 3D view in a JPEG and PNG format. And there you have it, an ultra-realistic view of your space in 10 seconds. I think it's pretty cool. Next up, we're going to learn how to open an existing project in Zeyka.